Hey, it's Evan and Austin with EA Group at Keller Williams, and we are here today at the former Calvary Chapel Church at the corner of Seminole and Lone Pine, and we're excited about today.
Yeah, we want to introduce Pastor Tom Humphrey, and he has been leading the flock for many years. So we're just going to kind of dive into it and learn a little bit about the church history, the building, those types of things. So you bet. How long has Calvary been at this location?
Well, we've been here since 1998. We bought the building in 98. The building has been here since 1950, but it was originally built in 1930 over where Evangel College is. Used to be O'Reilly Hospital. And there in O'Reilly Hospital, they had the chapel. This is a multi-denominational chapel that they had, and they would use when the servicemen would come in, and they would wheel them in wheelchairs and even stretchers, and they'd hold a service here in this building. Well, when they sold O'Reilly Hospital to Evangel, they picked up this building and moved it over here to Lone Pine and Seminole, put the basement in, and then made it all work as a church over here.
And that was in 1950, right?
1950. When I first got here to take over the church, I had a couple come to me. They wanted to take a look at the building. They said they were the first couple to be married in this building. Wow. When it got moved here in 1950. So that's where I heard the story about how this all happened and how it all came about.
I can't imagine trying to move a building of this size.
Yeah, nowadays. But at the time, there was nothing on Seminole at all. It was just a dirt road and nothing around here, no homes or anything. And so it's just the one building here, a few houses over there, and all farmland over here.
That is so amazing.
Kind of a history behind it. You can still go online at the Springfield Library Center and see the old pictures of this building when it was there on O'Reilly Hospital Evangel, the college there, and the services held in there, and the old pews and the old things are all in there. And so
that was so great.
Very interesting.
Yeah. So do you remember your first day of occupancy here?
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about that.
So there was a pastor in Calvary Chapel here. They started in 93. Then they moved over they started Boys and Girls Club. Then they moved to a storefront in Campbell. Then they bought this building in 98. The pastor stepped down and invited me to come out and take a look at the building. So we come out in 1999. And, first thing my wife, she's in tears because you see this beautiful building that, just like something out of a storybook someplace, the country church and all of that. And so, took over the church there in 1999, and, it was quite different then. We had light blue shag carpeting in here. They had ping pong ball style lights in there, and then half pews, half chairs, and it was just crazy. But it's something God called me to do, and I was just thrilled to be part of it and to be part of what's going on here. The first service we had, they called me out here to see if I would be a good fit for the church. And so my first sermon here, a person gave his life to the Lord, which is absolutely amazing. And I always remember sitting right over there in the corner, raised his hands to receive Christ, and shortly thereafter he went home to be with the Lord. But it was just, I'm thinking, okay, Lord,
what would be one thing that just stands out in your mind? Obviously, this salvation, salvation.
Well, there's a couple things. Our vacation Bible schools were incredible. I mean, this whole place would look like a jungle or like something, So the vacation Bible schools were incredible. Raising 5 kids. But really, I think that apart from the salvations, and the services, when you're in a room like this and you got everybody worshiping the Lord, it's an incredible experience. Because it's not huge, but it's tight. And then the other thing about it is you really get to know everybody. When you're in a church this size. That's just an incredible thing. This building has been great. Couldn't ask for a better building to grow as a church. And what little God has done through it.
Speaking with you, and you said that Christmas Eve services that were some of your best services. Tell us about that and why.
Well, so you got the Edison light bulbs. We put the candles in all the windows. So when you drive up, it's like driving up into a country church.
Oh man.
With the candles and we open all the shades in here so you can see it coming up. And then you come in and again, it's the Christmas songs, and then what we would normally do, and we still do to this day, at the very end of the Christmas service, we turn up all the lights, and we just have the candles and the Edisons real low, and we sing Silent Night. We hold hands, probably all. We sing Silent Night. And we've done that. We did it at a new facility. We've done it all the time, and it's just something special about the Christmas service.
Neighborhood feel. It's a neighborhood community.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. So
it's so great to see that the neighborhood support the church, the community, and just the fact that the church was here first.
Yeah.
And then the people came.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And every time Austin and I have shown the property, everybody knows we're Seminole Lone Pine.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. The church.
They think it's white though. Oh, the little white on the corner. No, it's not white. It's yellow.
Yeah. We get calls all the time of, "Hey, does you have a church for sale?" And yeah, absolutely. Is it the one that's on Lone Pine?
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows the church.
Everybody knows it.
And it was white shiplap, when it was on over Evangel, but now it's the yellow siding. But you talk to anybody. Oh yeah, it's down the street from Pershing. Yeah. I went to Pershing School. Or my grandma lives around the corner, right? Or I always drive past the church all the time.
It's always a comment.
It's kind of a staple here in Springfield.
It is,
and a part of that. And there's the history behind it.
I think the three of us are grateful to the Lord for His multiplication, that the kingdom continues to advance, and we would ask the community to help us get this home sold, or this property sold rather.
Church home.
Church home. There you go. Yeah, thank you for that correction. Just so the multiplication can continue. Should a church purchase this, and certainly multiplication for the Good Calvary campus. Yeah. So we're grateful for your time.